XRP meme coins have begun rising from the ashes of the massive capitulation event we saw a couple weeks ago now, just as the prophecy of the PHNIX has prescribed that we will rise from the ashes. And that's what's begun, because this past Friday, this recent Friday, we had a mysterious whale come into the ecosystem and start buying all the top coins. Loaded a wallet up with 800,000 XRP, so like roughly $2 million. And he just started sending charts. His main focus was drop, as well as PHNIX, Army, and Fuzzy. And he threw on a couple more in there. He got some Scrap, some Burt, Flippy, Bear. But he accumulated a lot of drop and added to our liquidity pools with other coins. So there's a lot to dive into. We're just going to start with an interesting chart that I created today. I said, as blockchain backer would say, magical unicorn fairy dust, god, or a simulation, who knows? Puppet masters playing the puppet string. Look what we have here. So this is last year. We had a local top on July 18th. We had a crashing event here at the start of October, the beginning of Q4. Then First Ledger came out on October 15th, and we started to have a meme season on the XRPL. Then on November 6th, XRP started to move up, started to kind of like have its real breakout. I mean, maybe you could say a little bit later in the month is when it really broke out, but it started moving November 6th. Come to this year. We have a local top on, again, July 18th, the same day. We range. We have a crashing capitulation event, start of October, Q4. And then, all of a sudden, 2 days after the 1 year anniversary of First Ledger, a mystery whale appears and starts sending the market up off of its lows. Additionally to that, we had another mysterious whale push in, I forgot how much it was, but a metric ton of XRP into the Fuzzy liquidity pool the day before the whale that we're talking about now entered the market. And now Fuzzy's been on a rampage here, from the low to the high, up like 100%, from 11, 12 million up to almost 25 million today. And this is the largest coin in the market, number one coin on the XRPL. Chart looks absolutely beautiful. So something interesting is happening, in my opinion. I think the memes could be leading XRP, and we could actually see another big move like this into the rest of this year. But regardless of that, the memes themselves have just been popping off. Again, it's nothing crazy yet, but like drop up almost 3x off its lows. Fuzzy, 2x off the lows. PHNIX lagged behind a bit, but about 50% off of the lows. Army up about also 50%, maybe a little more off of the lows. So I have them on linear here. Move to log, look a little more respectable. Some of these charts are just still really beaten up, but Scrappy up over 100% off the lows. This one's lagging behind a lot. 30 million all-time high, still at like 1.2 million market cap. Crazy. Gay Bear up like 100% off the lows. Like 120, 240. So these memes, I think they still have way higher to go, right? If we look here on the XRPL DEX volume, we're still sitting at 5.2 million. So this was up a little higher the other day when we were really getting the whale pushing in and there was excitement, but still 5.2 million, that's nothing. Sol still 9 billion right now while the market's dead. ETH 6 billion while the market's dead. Binance 15 billion. And XRP is, again, typically a top 3 coin on the market. The chain is faster, cheaper, and easier to use than all the other chains, in my opinion. And these memes are just still dirt cheap. And there's tons of other good ones here too that you could go through and look at. But, my main focus always been drop. But I posted this here, right? These are the top 4 coins. There's no ifs, ands, or buts, no way around it. These are the top 4 coins. And really, if you're getting into the memes, these are the only ones you need to get adequate exposure to the market. You have drop, and the niche of drop is the liquidity pools. For PHNIX, you have centralized exchanges, KOLs, and a cabal backing it. For fuzzy, you have lore, XRPL lore. You have this cult community, cult following, absolutely like just tapped in, dialed in. Same way that normal crypto space views XRP people, like, oh, they're crazy, conspiracies, this, that. That's fuzzy, but on chain. Decoding, like, it's a mystery dev, and the idea behind it being that the dev is probably someone in the know, someone involved, really, really involved with the XRPL or with Ripple, or again, just someone that has influence and a lot of money and is making something to help grow the XRPL. They also have the best NFTs on chain that have done insane volume and hold a lot of value. And then lastly, Army. An Army is just the cultural movement and the identity that a lot of XRP holders have, right? The XRP Army. So they each have a niche and something that separates and solidifies them as top coins on the ledger. This was just me commenting on my previous post that the whale that came into the market has mostly pushed into these in terms of the dollar amount that they've pushed in. Because I've been saying this for ages, that these 4 coins are the best chances that we have at a billion market cap. All you got to do is follow the whale, and you'll probably win. Then I also just say, drop post in my page. I recently changed my @ to Austin_XRPL. So just buy what you see on my profile, and you'll probably win. My profile, you can see here. PHNIX, fuzzy, scrap, drop, gay bear. Scrap and gay, I'm not in the top 4, but scrap is the first meme coin on First Ledger, and it's the dog coin of the XRPL. So I think it's an obvious play. And then gay bear is that's my baby, right? That's one of my babies. Gay bear coin that I've been running with a buddy since very, very early on, back in January, and we've grinded on gay bear super hard. Funny meme, right? Great content as well. Won't go too much into it, but you can come check out the X account, see the videos. We released a movie trailer there. Got to show my own bags, right? But really, guys, drop, fuzzy, PHNIX, Army. I think it's so obvious where we're headed. The fact that this whale came into the ecosystem, pushed the amount of money they've pushed in so far, and still have a lot left to push in if they want to. And then they took the drop and the fuzzy Army and PHNIX and added to the drop liquidity pools is so unbelievably bullish. We've been fighting for this idea all year. Andy, the man that runs drop for the most part, set up these pools and put his money where his mouth is and risked a lot. And he's faced a lot of backlash and pushback for doing this and for having this idea. People saying, oh, it's wrong, it's not going to work, it's somehow a scam, without being able to explain why it's a scam. To have this whale come in and push all these funds into these liquidity pools, just so bullish. Now, if you come over to drop and you look at our liquidity, dude, we have our base pair with XRP, 430K, drop fuzzy pool, 350, drop PHNIX, 230, Army, almost 200. You got Splash, and you got Gay Bear, Scrap. And basically what these pools mean is that the liquidity of drop is tied to these other coins. So if Fuzzy goes on a generational run to $1 billion, drop's getting a piece of that. That's helping push drop up. Same with PHNIX or Army. And if drop goes up on its own, it's going to help pull these other projects up with it as well. Now, the same way it works to the downside, and that's why, it's been tough this entire year. Basically, everything's been in the gutter. There hasn't been a lot of volume. Everything's been down. So it's held things down too. But when things go up, when this whole ecosystem sees an influx of volume, when all these top projects start to see buys and start to run on their own, that's just going to pull drop up with it. The next best thing is Gay Bear. Gay Bear has the same stuff set up. 100K with Fuzzy, and Gay Bear's a much lower market cap, only sitting at 200K. 30K with PHNIX, 30K with Drop, 11K with Army. Also partnered with XPM, just like Drop is. So guys, this is the alpha, right? Like I said, there's tons of other coins here too. You could go through them. Maybe I'll make another mega watch list for the XRPL because it's probably changed a lot since the last one that I made. But I'm feeling bullish. I'm feeling fuzzy. XRP, I think, is almost at that time, getting ready to go. And I think these memes starting to see volume. Like whoever this whale is, whether it's a a Ripple employee, David Schwartz, someone in the know, someone behind the scene, or maybe it's just some random whale that believes in the ecosystem. Who knows? Somebody's claimed to be it on X. I don't really buy it, to be honest. Who knows who it is? It's bullish either way. It's the most bullish and most exciting thing that the ecosystem has had since its launch last year. And it's great to see some action and some. So hopefully it's a precursor and an indicator of more to come. But I guess we'll have to wait and time will have to. So, hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, leave a like, comment, subscribe, follow if you're on X. And catch you in the next one. Peace.